WrestlePalooza was billed as WWE's historic ESPN debut, but instead of celebrating a new era, the night was clouded by frustration. Fans who paid $29.99 to watch the premium live event found themselves locked out, sparking a wave of anger across social media. Bodyslam.net's Cassidy Haynes was one of the first to highlight the problem, posting a screenshot of the error message that read, "Unable to access this event." His sarcastic caption, "Well, glad this new gimmick is working smoothly," set the tone, and soon, replies poured in from countless viewers who faced the exact same issue. What makes the backlash even more notable is that ESPN had already warned about access limitations before the event went live. During a conference call ahead of WrestlePalooza, ESPN SVP DTC John Lasker admitted that not all subscribers would immediately have access to ESPN Unlimited, the required tier for WWE events. "We're not 100% there today, but over the next couple of months, the vast majority of folks that are subscribed to ESPN through an MVPD will have access to our ESPN Unlimited plan and then therefore have access to all the PLEs to come," Lasker said. At launch, only Spectrum, DirecTV, Fubo TV, Hulu Live TV, and Verizon Fios subscribers had access. Everyone else was told to wait for pretty much ubiquitous accessibility in the months ahead. That warning proved prophetic as fans encountered login failures, tier confusion, and endless error screens on the night of the show. Despite ESPN investing in pre-show coverage and even broadcasting SportsCenter live from the arena, those efforts were drowned out by complaints from fans who couldn't get the stream to load. Combined with the $30 price tag, a finish that drew heavy criticism, and the lack of surprises, WrestlePalooza left many questioning whether WWE's ESPN era had stumbled badly out of the gate. The negative reception wasn't limited to technical problems either. Fan backlash carried over to the matches themselves, with YouTube reaction videos becoming a platform for open frustration. John Cena vs. Brock Lesnar drew 9,500 dislikes, while Cody Rhodes vs. Drew McIntyre fared even worse with 6,300 dislikes against just 5,700 likes. Comments piled up with fans voicing that Drew McIntyre has been unfairly booked for years and deserves another WWE Championship run. The internet wrestling community and major dirt sheets have echoed the same conclusion. Triple H seems locked in on bigger business objectives. His priority is ensuring WWE provides maximum value to TKO, even if that comes at the expense of fan sentiment. Were you one of the fans who struggled to stream WrestlePalooza? And what did you think about the matches themselves? Share your experiences and reactions in the comments below. An update has emerged regarding Jey Uso's status after an incident during his match at last night's WrestlePalooza. Toward the closing stretch of the match, chaos unfolded when Jey Uso swung a steel chair at Braun Breaker. The shot connected with Breaker's back, but the chair unexpectedly ricocheted and struck Jey square in the face. The impact immediately busted the former World Heavyweight Champion open. Fan footage from inside the arena showed a concerning scene, with Jey being helped to the back while blood poured from his head. At one point, a towel had to be used to soak up the flow, but it didn't stop right away. Not long after the incident made headlines online, Jey took to Instagram stories to calm fears. Posting a photo of himself in the locker room, blood still visible on his face and towel, he kept his message short and direct. "I'm good." Despite Jey brushing it off, speculation about his condition began to swirl. Bryan Alvarez reported that Uso was being checked under concussion protocol, which WWE enforces as a precaution after injuries of this nature. Jey busted himself open, he hit Braun with the chair and it bounced off Braun's back and split him 6 ways from Sunday. He's in concussion protocol, which is a requirement after any injury like this. WWE is yet to officially confirm Jey Uso's medical status, and while his own message was reassuring, fans are left wanting to see whether he'll be cleared to compete. If WWE ultimately decides not to clear Jey, the company already has potential backup plans in place. One option could be Jacob Fatu, who has been off television since mid-August but has continued to wrestle at live events as a babyface. His involvement with Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn earlier this summer suggests he could seamlessly slot back into the story against the Vision. Another strong candidate is LA Knight. Already tied to the feud, Knight's history with Jey makes him a natural ally to Jimmy Uso, but also sets up the possibility of future conflict if Jey returns to find Knight in his spot. And then there's CM Punk. Fresh off his WrestlePalooza win over Seth Rollins, Punk remains locked in a bitter rivalry with Rollins and could be a surprising yet fitting partner for Jimmy in the short term. His involvement would add unpredictability and elevate the stakes of the ongoing battle with the Vision. Do you think WWE should play it safe and give Jey Uso time off, or is his own reassurance enough to trust he's ready to go? And if Jey does miss action, who would you like to see step in? Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, or CM Punk? Share your picks in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. AJ Lee made her long-awaited return to the ring at WrestlePalooza, and the reaction went far beyond the live crowd in Indianapolis. The former Divas champion not only drew a thunderous ovation inside the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, but she also impressed those behind the curtain who hadn't seen her compete in nearly a decade. Teaming with CM Punk in a high-energy mixed tag match against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, AJ showed no signs of ring rust. The bout delivered chaos from start to finish, featuring suicide dives, a broken announce table, and loud chants of "You've still got it" from the crowd. According to a report from Fightful Select, the locker room echoed that same sentiment, noting that AJ looked like she hadn't missed a step since her last WWE appearance in March 2015. But while AJ's comeback was a headline moment, the biggest nod of respect backstage reportedly went to Becky Lynch. Multiple sources told Fightful that Lynch was instrumental in making sure AJ's return looked seamless. Becky Lynch was heavily credited for her performance. One longtime WWE name said that Lynch has helped lead so many wrestlers through matches when they've taken long absences, and they feel she did well. The praise speaks to Becky's reputation as a locker room leader, a sentiment echoed by many women in the WWE locker room earlier in 2025. With AJ carrying the weight of nearly 10 years away from the ring, Lynch's steady hand ensured the match hit all the right notes without feeling forced. In the end, AJ reminded fans why she was one of WWE's most beloved stars, while Becky quietly reinforced her standing as one of the most trusted performers in the business. That behind-the-scenes detail became even more intriguing when another layer of the story surfaced. Before WrestlePalooza even went live, rehearsal footage of the mixed tag match leaked online. Images showed CM Punk, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, and Seth Rollins working through the bout alongside the match's producer. Such material is considered highly sensitive and rarely sees the light of day, and according to Fightful, WWE officials are expected to come down hard on whoever was responsible, as rehearsal footage is meant to remain strictly confidential. Now, WWE fans who thought the company was steering the MFT toward a collision course with the Wyatt Six are disappointed, as those plans appear to have been dropped for now. According to Bodyslam.net, WWE originally mapped out a storyline between the two factions. However, those plans were altered when Sami Zayn was moved to SmackDown and made the United States champion. There was a plan for an MFT versus Wyatt Six feud to begin. However, plans seem to have changed for now. With Sami Zayn moving to SmackDown and holding the US Championship, there was a shifting of creative for the MFT. Zayn has already had a major feud with Solo Sikoa, which led to him becoming the new United States champion. With all of that done, WWE's direction for MFT is being reworked. That is leaving the Wyatt Six without their expected opponents, showcasing just how quickly the creative can change regardless of what is planned. While the original storyline had potential, it now seems unlikely to happen unless WWE revisits it down the line. Would you still like to see the Wyatt Six and MFT collide down the line, or is WWE better off moving in different directions? WrestlePalooza saw Stephanie McMahon revealed as the first inductee into the 2026 Hall of Fame, but The Undertaker wasn't finished sharing his thoughts on that announcement at the show. After the event was done, he took to Instagram to post a touching video, breaking down why the moment meant so much to him and why Stephanie more than deserves the honor of being inducted. The Undertaker praised Stephanie not just for her backstage leadership skills, but also her humanity as a person and the dedication she has shown to the business. It's an incredible moment, so well deserved. Her contributions to the WWE, I mean, they're just too numerous to even begin to list. He also explained how he has always valued Stephanie's presence backstage, whether it was for a creative decision or simply for her friendship. He made it clear that their connection was much deeper than just business as well. And our friendship is even better than that. With Stephanie McMahon leading the class of 2026, the WWE Universe is now wondering which other names will join her, leading to Shane McMahon's name trending online. His contributions to WWE cannot be overlooked, as Shane was an integral part of the business for many years, both on and off screen. That's why it's not a shock that fans are keen for him to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. Shane's son, Declan McMahon, also pushed for it, taking to X to say, "Put Shane McMahon in the Hall of Fame." Since departing the company after WrestleMania 39, Shane has stayed away from the business, except for a period when he was rumored to join AEW, during which he even had a meeting with Tony Khan about a possible deal which never materialized. Declan's call for Shane to be inducted into the Hall of Fame also led to a discussion about his legacy in general. With decades of work as a performer and executive, many believe it's a matter of time before he's inducted. Should Shane McMahon join his sister Stephanie in the WWE Hall of Fame next year? And who else is there on your list? Please share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section below. Up until last night, WWE had what was essentially a blanket ban on Vince McMahon. His name was prohibited from being mentioned on television, and any visual references were cut from programming. The move stemmed from his conduct and the ongoing lawsuit tied to former employee Janelle Grant. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something different during the opening intro of WWE's first ESPN broadcast. McMahon briefly appeared in the video package, sparking immediate speculation that the company may be testing the waters for a slow reintroduction of his name and image back into the WWE realm. It's important to note that the lawsuit between McMahon and Janelle Grant has not been resolved. However, WWE recently brought Brock Lesnar back to television despite him still being named in the same legal filing. That decision alone shows that when it comes to high-profile figures, nothing is entirely off the table. Adding fuel to the speculation are persistent rumors that Vince McMahon could appear during John Cena's final match. The two remain extremely close personal friends, and seeing McMahon either in the crowd or delivering a public endorsement for Cena's farewell wouldn't come as a shock to many longtime fans. Would such a move spark backlash? Almost certainly. The negative PR would be immediate, but the sense within the wrestling community is that WWE's moral compass shifted a long time ago. The current regime appears far too focused on business outcomes than reputational risks, meaning no scenario can truly be ruled out. Would you support Vince McMahon making an appearance for John Cena's farewell, or do you think WWE should keep him off television completely? Share your thoughts in the comments below. On the WrestlePalooza kickoff show, The Miz stirred the pot once again, this time taking a not-so-subtle jab at AEW star Bryan Danielson. There's no love lost between the two, and Miz made sure to remind fans of that history. While discussing his in-ring style, Miz brought up the infamous 2016 Talking Smack promo that involved Danielson. "I've had people tell me that I have a safe way of wrestling, but that person is no longer here anymore, so we don't need to talk about him." The line drew immediate attention, with Miz being called out online for the remark. Still, it's not unusual for him to revisit that promo, as it remains one of the most defining moments of his WWE career. Beyond his jabs at Danielson, Miz has been busier than ever in WWE. He continues to wrestle, has stepped into a managerial role for Carmelo Hayes, and has even filled in on commentary alongside Michael Cole on SmackDown. Do you think The Miz taking a shot at Bryan Danielson was a clever callback, or was it unnecessary? Share your thoughts in the comments below. At AEW All Out, fans were left shocked when Luchasaurus resurrected his Jurassic Express character and reunited with Jack Perry in what appeared to be a major twist for fans. However, the reality was that Perry's comeback had been planned out for months. According to Fightful Select, AEW had mapped out Perry's comeback into storylines long before what fans saw this past weekend. Now that he's back and aligned once again with his former partner, the question becomes what role he'll now play in the tag team division and who they might feud with first. Unfortunately, we now have some injury news to report, as Piper Niven has been off WWE television since her win over Charlotte Flair on the August 22nd episode of SmackDown. According to Fightful Select, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion is sidelined with an unspecified injury. The revelation comes after fans started asking about her absence, especially as Alba Fire replaced her during Chelsea Green's September 19th tag team match. The injury reportedly occurred without many details, and WWE sources haven't provided an update on its severity, which is why there's no timetable for her return either. Next up, Edge returned the respect to John Cena in a memorable moment of wrestling camaraderie. On the September 5th edition of SmackDown, John Cena paid homage to Adam Copeland, better known as Edge, by borrowing some of his signature moves and mannerisms, including a spear delivered to Sami Zayn. It was just one of several tributes Cena incorporated into the matchup, showcasing the admiration he holds for his longtime peer. Edge didn't let the gesture go unanswered. At AEW All Out 2025, Copeland returned the tribute during his match, teaming with Christian Cage against FTR. He mirrored Cena's iconic "You Can't See Me" five-knuckle shuffle and even executed an attitude adjustment, drawing massive reactions from the crowd. Fans erupted at the sight of Cena's signature moves being honored on AEW television, highlighting the lasting impact of both men's careers. In response, Cena shared a throwback photo of Edge during his early days as the rated R superstar, further emphasizing the mutual respect between two of WWE's most iconic stars. This back and forth wasn't just about moves in the ring, it was a celebration of legacy, showing that admiration between top talents transcends promotions and generations. We're ending with AEW news, as the company had the wrestling world talking after the impressive All Out, but it appears that Tony Khan isn't done there, as he has a major announcement to make on the September 24th edition of Dynamite. It appears that fans might finally be getting the Women's World Tag Team Championships they've wanted for a long time, but people shouldn't get too excited just yet. The belts do exist, as Tony Khan has confirmed that they were made. However, the official debut remains uncertain, despite speculation swirling about what Khan intends to reveal during his announcement. Bryan Alvarez hinted at the titles during the latest Wrestling Observer Radio when they reviewed the AEW Women's World Championship Tornado match. They shifted their conversation onto what might be next, with Alvarez pointing out that a social media clue had been dropped. He revealed that Mina Shirakawa posted a picture of her and Toni Storm together, as she said something to the effect of "I still love you," as Alvarez predicted that Khan's announcement will be the women's tag titles. Whether that ends up happening will remain to be seen, but it's certainly something that fans are keen to see at some stage in the near future.